I'm going to give you a quick tutorial on how to do a grid for your portrait project. On your original piece of paper, you're going to draw a 1-inch grid. You're going to need to remember to start your ruler. You're going to make tick marks across the bottom and the top. Start your ruler at the edge of the ruler, right at the edge of the black printing, not at the edge of the paper. You'll go along and you'll make your 1-inch tick marks. All the way across. There may be a little gap, that's okay. Slide your ruler to the top so that you're starting the same edge. 1-inch tick marks. Then connect these marks. Some of you will have large areas of black or white with no detail in them. It's okay if you don't have grid in those areas, since you're just going to fill them in solid black later. Okay, now you're going to do the same thing for the side, right? But try and find, notice this is white, but remember that there's an edge there. So try and find that, and that's where you're going to align your ruler. 1-inch tick marks, same as before. Okay, now I'm coming to about 10.5 inches. That's okay, as long as you're consistent on this side as well. 1-inch tick marks. Connect those marks. Please remember, when you're doing this, you're going to write on the table a little bit. Erase that later off the tabletop. Now, in areas with very small detail, you may want a smaller grid. If that's the case, come in and align your marks, right? Inch marks with your pencil lines. You can make little 1/2-inch ticks if this is what you want to do. This will make it easier in areas where you have eyes, mouth, things with a lot of detail, because now you've got another reference line in there. You can even do it this way. This is not required, but you can do it if you think you need to. You'll make marks like this, and you'll notice there's a lot of detail in there now. However you do it, the next step is to number and letter these. Each square will be across the bottom. You'll do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And you can number down the side. It doesn't matter which way you number as long as you're consistent. I'm going to go up, so this is A, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm also going to put an 11 right there. So now I know when I'm transferring these, that is 7E. I'll transfer that exact same information to my large piece of paper. Now this paper is twice the size of this, so instead of 1-inch marks, we're going to make 2-inch marks. We're going to start in a corner. Let's see. Due to the fact that this is a half square at the top, we want to be consistent. So I'm going to start right down here in the A1. I'm going to say this is A1. I'm actually going to measure off of that corner, right? I'm going to line my 0. I'm going to make 2-inch marks. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 lines up perfectly. is this paper is even numbers, unlike your original paper. 10, 12. We'll connect those. Now it's important to draw very, very lightly with the pencil on this paper, because you want to be able to erase it in the white areas. So very, very, very lightly, where you almost can't even see it. Okay? Same thing going this way, but I'm going to start in this A1 right down here. So I'm going to measure up from there, 2-inch tick marks. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Slide the ruler over, do the same thing over here. Remember that these tick marks need to be very light as well. Whoops, I just messed up. 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Connect these, and the final step will be to transfer the numbers across and the letters. So that we can transfer this image across. Okay, this is my origin square, this is my origin square. I'm going to turn them around so that I can see them. So I'm going to do a nice little A very lightly. D. Okay, it should be the same number of squares. We'll count up, should be about 11 squares. It's not going to be exactly the same. Matter of fact. Okay, so one of the things that's going to happen, we have less squares. This isn't the same proportion. So you need to decide what is important to keep on here. I don't care if the bottom of this image is cropped off, but obviously I need her face. So I'm going to start up here. This is 11 and 10. I'm actually going to start backwards. I'm going to say this is square 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. So the lowest on this paper is A3. That means this image is essentially going to be cut off right there in order to match this paper's proportions. But that's okay because it works. Okay, so think about how you're going to crop your image, and that's how you need to transfer your numbers. For now, that's it. Remember, please write your name in the bottom right corner and the period right here. That's going to be in my F square. Just write it neatly so that we can find them later.